Okay, good day. Welcome to Gaming with the Colonel. I've got set up, and I've actually played one turn of Caesar, the epic Battle of Alesia. Picked this up at a flea market for like $30. I was pretty happy with it. I've read the rules, played a turn, read some stuff on Board Game Geek. So far, enjoying it. Love the map and just get a feel for what Caesar did in terms of this whole ramparts and this structure to keep the gulls out and in. So curious about how people do the solitaire. I've seen some old discussions about that, but I'm trying to push my way here in I want to say this is the south. It is the south, but it's just kind of how do I play the entry of the calls, right? Do I try to make it random? I'm just kind of learning, so I'm just kind of picking spots and bringing them in and sort of fumbling away through. But pretty pretty neat game. Pretty happy to have it. I'll try to report back a little later. Take care. All right, just a little update here. What's going on with Caesar and Alesia? Because I'm learning the game, I tended to just to focus on a couple of areas where I was bringing in the gulls. Um, in fact, you can see over here for the off-board movement thing, I basically got all of the guys from Region 9. So off-board, I got them moved over to Region 10, and I've already moved all the Region 10 guys in. I've taken a fair amount of losses here with the gulls. You can see that, and this is what they say, you take a lot of losses, right? But you got to find a spot to basically break through that outer works that the Roman legions had. And I've actually got now the city of Alesia. The gulls are now able to or they're released because I had so many people on this. This is called the outer works. I think not. I was talking about the ramparts before. This outer works, which is an interesting concept because they have to roll to survive as they cross them, and you had to have 10 of them on it. So yeah, that's what's been going on so far. Pretty interesting game. I'll probably do a full turn at some point where I can actually go through some of the rules, and it sort of helps me to make sure that I'm getting them right. But I watched Gilbert Collins's video just a little while back about it, where he had actually created his own counters, which was just amazing. He used something from GMT apparently because he just didn't like these old Avalon Hill ones. But anyway, so that's what's kind of going on. The fight is going on down here in the south, and the gulls have not broken through yet, but you know they've got a lot of potential. And I haven't brought their leader out yet. I won't even try to say the name. I'm just sort of waiting to see what's going to happen here because, of course, that's what you need to do is get that leader off the board in order for the gulls to win. So, and Caesar's here under the dice. I actually have to. I'm on the Roman turn right now, so I just needed to put something there to remind me that hey, it's the Romans' turn. So we will see what happens. I'm on turn 4. Gulls have just finished, so now the Romans will do their turn, and then I'll go from there. Okay, final comments about Caesar's epic battle of Alesia. I made it to assault period 7 before in the end the Romans won by being able to kill the Gallic leader. Specifically, what happened is I had Caesar here, and we'd surrounded the leader's under there, I think. Yeah, there he is. And with Caesar, you get to roll 3 times. So third roll was a retreat, and there was Zox stopping the retreat, so it was an elimination. Just of note, you see I've got some counters inverted because that was for the what do you call it? Battle Rage. These were Battle Rage units, which I had to look up and make sure that they still maintained their Zoc, which they did. Which meant that the leader couldn't retreat. You can see other places here on the board where I put just other blank counters. Those were for melees. When melees happened, that's how I kind of identified that. which was very helpful. What I chose to do was come this way, sort of southwest from Alesia, once the gulls could be released, and they were actually making okay headway here. Uh, but I didn't bring in, I think, the rest of my Gullic forces fast enough. I kept moving these guys around from different regions off the map, and I had this last one here on Roman numeral 8 that was that region that was over here, which I was trying to move them off-board movement to get them to another spot to come and reinforce area X, I guess. It's kind of a slog though. What is this called again? The Outer Works. I lost a lot of gulls crossing the Outer Works, which was kind of tough. You had to roll 6 to lose them, but I rolled enough sixes, and that's what happened. Um, so I mean, I probably should have attacked from multiple locations with the gulls to keep the Romans sort of on their ramparts, but I chose just to kind of go for sort of one area because I wanted to. I was just learning the game and having some fun. I did have some gulls coming over this way as a bit of a deterrent, and they kind of got held up. And you can see back here the same thing. I brought some gulls that way, but they didn't really amount to anything. The main focus was me coming in from regions 1 and 10, really, and it just kind of got slogged up right here in the middle. And really, the Gullic leader, I moved him too far forward. I shouldn't have done that. I could have kept him back some more and waited for the other Gullic forces to come up, but I was just kind of learning it and trying to move it around and see what would happen. So that's what happened. What a cool game. I could definitely see me wanting to play this again in the future, maybe one day with somebody else, but just to get the idea, the historical, you know, uh, idea of what happened, it was very neat, cool to set up and move the forces around. So very old and very great game. I'm glad to have it in the collection and look forward to playing it again. All right, take care.